This video is brought to you by Spirits Network. For more top-shelf entertainment, head to spiritsnetwork.com, sign up to watch and taste your favorite shows. What'll it be? Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie and TV bars you can actually visit.
Oh, barkeep, triple sec.
Coming right up, tap minder. Ho, hey, hey.
For this list, we're taking a look at bars seen on screen that exist in real life. While some of these films and shows were shot on location, a few of these bars merely inspired their TV and movie counterparts. We'll also be including bars that were originally grounded in imagination, but which have since become a reality.
Of course, there are fringe benefits.
Such as?
An unforgettable weekend at Club Mo.
I'd prefer to take my vacation someplace hot.
Number 10. The Thirsty Scholar, The Social Network. The filmmakers took some liberties in the opening scene of The Social Network, as the character Erica Albright doesn't even exist.
What is that supposed to mean?
Wait, settle down.
What is it supposed to mean?
However, the bar where Erica dumps Mark Zuckerberg is not only located in Somerville, Massachusetts, it's within walking distance of Harvard University. With an Irish-American influence, the Thirsty Scholar Bar and Grill lures guests in with its trendy decor and craft beer. Be sure to order a plate of mussels or nachos to go with your drink. On Sundays, the bar has brunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and a trivia night starting at 8 p.m. Speaking of trivia, the film crew was in the pub for 2 days, doing 99 takes until director David Fincher was satisfied with the iconic breakup scene.
I'm not dating anymore, I'm sorry.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not.
Number 9. Oga's Cantina, the Star Wars franchise. Thankfully, you won't have to leave our planet to buy a drink at Oga's Cantina. Debuting with the launches of Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland and Disney's Hollywood Studios, this masterstroke of Imagineering is inspired by Ralph McQuarrie's concept art for the original Star Wars trilogy. Since it's a family-friendly establishment, you don't need to be 21 or over to gain entry.
Hey, we don't serve their kind here.
What?
Your droids, they'll have to wait outside. We don't want them here.
If you are of legal drinking age, however, Oga's Cantina has a selection of alcoholic beverages, such as the Bloody Rancor, Dagobah Slug Slinger, and Jedi Mind Trick Cocktail. Just choose wisely because there's a 2-drink maximum per guest. With an inventive menu and immersive atmosphere, this cantina has just about everything a Star Wars fan could want, except for a singing Bea Arthur.
Just one more round, friend, then homeward bound, friend. Don't forget me in your dreams.
Number 8. Moe's Tavern, The Simpsons. We still don't know what state Springfield is in, but you'll find several Simpsons-themed attractions at Universal Studios Orlando, including a faithful recreation of Moe's Tavern. From the life-sized Barney statue to the love tester machine, there's no shortage of photo ops for Simpsons fans. Of course, the picture would not be complete without a selection of Duff beer, ranging from original Duff to Duff Light to Duff Dry. And yes, you can even try a Flaming Moe.
And here we have Duff Light, and our newest flavor, Duff Dry.
Although the quote-unquote flame is substituted with dry ice and a novelty glass. At least there's no cough syrup in it. Actually, all the beer here is brewed locally at the Florida Beer Company. If you're closer to Bart's age than Homer's though, there's always Buzz Cola.
Buzz Cola. There's a little boogie in every bottle.
Number 7. Bridges Restaurant and Bar, Mrs. Doubtfire. What started out as a charming little spot in Danville, California, exploded into popularity after appearing in the hit Robin Williams comedy Mrs. Doubtfire. Bridges Restaurant and Bar provides the backdrop of a major set piece as Williams' character juggles his 2 personas, ultimately coming unmasked.
Daddy?
Yeah, honey. It's me.
While you'll come to see where one of your favorite comedies was shot, you'll stay for the extensive wine list and cocktail parties. While most of the entries on this list put an emphasis on drinks over food, Bridges is an establishment where you can also get an exquisite meal. Highlights include pan-roasted pork chops and the grilled New York steak. If you were hoping for the full Doubtfire experience, however, keep in mind there is no jambalaya.
I'll have the jambalaya. And make mine not spicy. I'm allergic to pepper.
Number 6. St. Elmo's Bar, St. Elmo's Fire. While not the decade's best coming-of-age movie, St. Elmo's Fire is nonetheless significant for assembling a majority of the Brat Pack. The real star of the film, though, is the bar where our characters frequently gather, St. Elmo's.
There wasn't even a St. Elmo. They made it up. They made it up because they thought they needed it to keep them going when things got tough.
The interior bar we see in the film was modeled after the Tombs, which is located right by Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. Although the university wouldn't let the filmmakers shoot on campus, you can definitely see a resemblance between St. Elmo's and its real-world inspiration. If you're still in the mood for sightseeing after treating yourself to a pint of beer and a wide variety of traditional bar foods, keep in mind that the Exorcist house is literally across the street. Number 5. Coyote Ugly, Coyote Ugly.
Well, why would you name your bar after something like that?
Oh, because Cheers was taken.
The majority of the action in this cult classic is set in the titular bar Coyote Ugly. The film helped spawn a highly successful franchise, with bars located in the US, Germany, Kyrgyzstan, Japan, Russia, Ukraine, and the United Kingdom. If you want to have a drink where it all started, seek out the original joint in New York's East Village. Opening in 1993, this hipster hangout distinguished itself with a simple formula: beautiful girls plus booze equals money. The movie that increased the bar's popularity was based on a GQ article entitled The Muse of the Coyote Ugly Saloon, written by former bartender Elizabeth Gilbert. The bar lives up to its reputation with singing, women dancing on the counter, and a strict water policy.
Hey, everybody! Do we serve water in this bar?
Number 4. The L Street Tavern, Good Will Hunting.
Oh, this is a Hobbit bar, huh?
The Thirsty Scholar isn't the only Massachusetts bar that's gone Hollywood. Good Will Hunting is a film that lives and breathes South Boston, with many of the city's landmarks popping up in the film. One of the movie's most memorable sequences finds Will in the bar where he schools a few jerky college students.
Were you gonna plagiarize the whole thing for us? Do you have any thoughts of your own on this matter? Or is that your thing? You come into a bar, you read some obscure passage, and then pretend you pawn it off as your own?
The real-life L Street Tavern, where the scene was shot, is only a short drive from both Harvard and MIT. Following the movie's release, the quaint tavern embraced its popularity, even marketing itself as the home of Good Will Hunting. While his character didn't appear in the scene, Robin Williams reportedly played a major part in getting the bar featured in the film. How do you like them apples? Number 3. New York Bar, Lost in Translation. In this romantic dramedy, Bob and Charlotte not only find themselves lost in Tokyo, but also lost during uncertain points in their lives. The two seek comfort in a place familiar to home, the New York Bar.
I don't want to leave.
So don't. Stay here with me.
Much of the film was shot on location, and this scene is no exception.
So what are you doing here?
A couple of things. Taking a break from my wife, forgetting my son's birthday, and getting paid $2 million to endorse a whiskey when I could be doing a play somewhere.
You'll find the bar at the Park Hyatt Hotel on the Shinjuku Park Tower's 52nd floor. This spot brings together the best of both worlds, with classy architecture reminiscent of the Big Apple and a view of Shinjuku that cannot be beat. If you're ever feeling homesick while visiting Tokyo, why not order a glass of Suntory whiskey? You just might find what you've been looking for in the most unlikely of places. Number 2. McLaren's Pub, How I Met Your Mother. For almost a decade, Ted and his friends regularly met at McLaren's to talk about life, relationships, and the bro code.
Freaking crazy. I never do anything crazy. I'm always waiting for the moment, planning the moment.
The Irish pub located below Ted's apartment was actually inspired by a few bars the show's creators and writers frequented. If you want to do a How I Met Your Mother bar tour while visiting New York, be sure to check out McGee's in Midtown and Chumley's in Greenwich Village. McHale's from Hell's Kitchen and Fez from the Upper West Side also had an impact, although both have closed down. McGee's arguably had the greatest influence on McLaren's, as it possessed a large mural that would factor into the show. Likewise, the show would influence McGee's with How I Met Your Mother cocktails.
Order up!
Order up!
We'll get one.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Cheers, Cheers.
How to beer, Chief?
How about an ID?
We've talked about a few Massachusetts bars on this list. but none has had a more prominent impact on pop culture than Bull and Finch. If that name doesn't ring a bell, perhaps you've heard of the fictional bar it's forever linked to, Cheers. Bull and Finch supplied Cheers' exterior shots, and although interior shots weren't used, you just can't separate these two. Bull and Finch was even renamed Cheers Beacon Hill in 2002. If you're looking for a replica of the show's bar, you can enjoy a Norm burger and wash it down with a souvenir mug at Cheers Faneuil Hall. We can't guarantee that everybody there will know your name, but you'll most definitely recognize several hallmarks from the show.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
This video is brought to you by Spirits Network. For more top-shelf entertainment, head to spiritsnetwork.com. Sign up to watch and taste your favorite shows.